Hi, hello. I am 5 minutes late just because I had a confession to make to you guys, and I just wanted to make everything work out smoothly. So I had this list prepared what I would like to talk today. Okay, and I would start from my faults, right? And I just thought I'm gonna be an angel, right? It's one of my props. And you can see, because I'm wearing this white top. Okay, so it's like a designer top, and I just thought I need to put some nonsense to all of that and make the spin different, right? So that's the thing I did. That's the prop, right? And how much it changes the information. I hope you will take me seriously, even after my angel look. Okay, but let me tell me, I am not an angel. But I want you to listen to this. So today I'm going to talk about many things. What made me strong during that journey, creating Julia Winter Studio, creating myself, and putting myself to the place where I am right now. Okay, and let me speak about my fault. So first of all, I am a perfectionist. Okay, and that is a big no-no. Okay, because it makes things complicated. So complicated that you obsessed to do something so perfect, so right, that you implement and dedicate so much time. Okay, which sometimes it is not necessary to do that to the perfection, and I would follow the rule 20/80. Okay, if there's 80% you're happy with, leave that 20. Okay, don't go crazy, because this is me who spent years polishing something, getting some knowledge. For example, I will tell you, I was like obsessed about this post production and Photoshop. Okay, yes, I've started from portraits, and yes, I've started from glamour photography, and I was crazy. Okay, crazy about make my editing better. Okay, like the others, or stand out and make something amazing. And then through the years, I've drifted to a couple's boudoir, explicit, nude, and how to say erotic photography, where you do not need to edit a vagina, you do not need to edit the cock or balls, or you need to have basic skills, but not crazy like I was sitting in the night for 5 years, polishing this. Yes, I can do an amazing skin edit, and I can do amazing things, but I realized that it was a big, huge waste of my time. Okay, I had this wacom tablet. Okay, and you just do it everything on the tablet, and you learn so many things, so many softwares. It's just like, seriously, that is the big, huge thing to consider, where you can save your time. Okay, on the bullshit like that, going ill. I'm just ill on this. I just wanted this picture perfect. Sometimes I would edit one image for a day. Okay, to make it, I don't know, crazy perfect. And people don't need that. This is only just me who's being crazy, you understand? So there are obsessions we have which are not necessary to be there. And I can tell you, 20/80 rule is what you need. Okay, so overly creative, this is me. Okay, so if the person will come with 3 5 ideas, I will load and put 10 more, because I cannot stop myself. I cannot stop myself. And what happens then when I am overly creating? I am complicating my job. Okay, yes, I would like to give more. Okay, but at that time, when you are not that much professional at photography, okay, providing that 3 5 10 times value that the people actually paying you for, it's a big waste of time, because you shooting more, because you editing more, because you, how to say, trying more things. There is a more room for error, and everywhere you need to spend time fixing that thing. Okay, so I am saying to you, you can be creative, but that thing has to be limited. Not that not the way like I do the things. Okay, this is crazy, just crazy. I am crazy, seriously, on that thing, because I want to give everything. Okay, and that is a big mistake when you are making business. My partner was always saying that I'm doing a charity, not a business, and he was right. But I wanted to try everything with that person. You know, this outfit, this outfit, this outfit. And my photo shoot, instead of the basic package, 1 hour and a half, it could last 3 or 5 hours because I liked that person and I like that everything suited to them. And it just like, seriously, please don't do this. Okay. I know learning is important and stuff, but limit yourself, because more post production is more time of your business. Okay, so everything what I will mention right now will show me how stupid I am. Okay, naive, how naive. That's why I'm wearing this angel thing. Okay, taking two big bites that I can digest. Okay, so, of course, making a very huge project, okay, arranging those big projects. What are the limits with those projects? Of course, it's a finances. Of course, it's a finances. When someone will ask you and say, "Oh, can you do this?" and you will think, "Yes, yes, I can do this." When you start doing this, you realize actually how much of the time it takes, okay, to create this, to edit this, to produce this, to give that final product, and you will realize that this was just a huge gig, okay? And you've charged it for, like a basic thing because you do not know, right? So that's another tip for you. You need to evaluate. Okay. You need to evaluate and negotiate, because people out there, of course, they are happy that you're trying so much. Of course, they are happy. They would like you, for one photo shoot fee, work the whole week. Okay. And they will say thank you and they will be very, appreciated. But let me come back to this thing. Okay. I've been there. You will end up hustling and juggling, running around constantly from one task to the other. You will be just busy and working. I found myself one moment. I remember when I calculated how much time I spent on this gig, it was like something 10 pounds per hour. Okay. And my friend, she was working in the Tesco in the chicken counter, frying chicken, no headache, chatting with clients, giving those chicken halves, whatever, what she's cooking, and coming back home, no, no commitments, no, nothing, And so she arrived to me, and I just thinking, oh my gosh, did I start a business to actually have this headache and get this 10 pounds per hour? I can go, in the Tesco and cook some chicken, and come back and have a cocktail and relax like she did. Okay. So I don't want you to feel like me. No other way. Please, you need to understand what is the time will be spent for the gig, and then price it accordingly. Okay, because it looks easy in many ways, believe me. When I ask now the brief, when we go into details, the more I speak with the client, and clients are very clever. I can tell you, just recently one guy quoted me for he sent me a picture from my website. I'd like to make a present for my sister, and I gave him a basic price. Okay. When he heard this price, oh my gosh, how many things he wanted to get. Okay. Nearly he wanted me to decide that I will take her in London here to enlarge her boobs, enlarge her lips, do some piercings, whatever, tattoos. Me, a photographer. Can you imagine? He just started sending me the list what he would like to do and stuff. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I got many clients like that, and I've got many lessons like that. Okay, and I've realized that even if though I could help, you need to charge for your time, for your experience, for your knowledge, and don't be stupid. Okay, because there will be many people who will take advantage of your good heart. Okay, that's why I put this angel thing. Okay, because I'm I have two sides actually. Okay, so overcomplicating via simplifying. All right, so this is another thing which I've just now starting to develop is simplifying the things for myself, right? So by willing to produce something extraordinary, which is my studio famous about, okay, I think uh, one of my ideas was to make very special photography for people that they could not get anywhere else. Okay. And many of you probably feel this way, that you want to be unique. Okay. And you want to be special. And that is the way to go. Okay. But then you would need to consider how your uniqueness will go and what you are good at. And I've realized that making videos, okay, for me is the easiest way to represent my uniqueness, okay, because I am good at that. Producing, like making post production on videos, sending 2 3 5 minutes clip, okay, it gets less of my time than doing something, some kind of other things, for the client. So simplifying the shoot and making look as at a bigger project will make clients more happy, and of course it will evaluate their price. Why I'm saying this, let me tell you, I started photography from 60 pounds per photo shoot, okay, and now people are paying what it's a standard shoot 1080, okay, and they're happy, they're very happy to pay. No one said like no or something, okay. They're really happy because they see the value, and they see the value in the back end, okay, of the file, okay, where they see their gallery, they look at the file, they realize how much of the thing has been made and created, and in the level it's been done, they're happy to pay, okay. But I made it for myself the hard way, okay. Now I know how to make it look better, and now I know how to make it is the easier way. It just because very hard to change, okay. We usually get into routine of doing something, and it is very hard to jump off. So I don't want you to go into the long way. I am still doing it in the hard way, but faster, okay. But I remember when I was studying medicine and I was going uh, to learn massage therapy, I bought a massage table, and during that course, our teacher, he was teaching us how to cheat. Okay, I never forget this. He said, "Julia, do you think you will be able to do a 5 or 10 massages like that for people? You must cheat. You must cheat." I never did this, to be fair. I never take this advice and stuff, but I understand what he's saying. And I know that everyone is doing the same. Okay? Everyone is doing, and you know that is happening. Okay? And the photographers are doing this as well. Okay? I've been in the studios. Okay? I had photo shoots. Okay? I even take my son to the few studios to have a photo shoot. Okay? Just to, not to be a photographer, but see how the other companies are working and stuff. So I know, okay, how people are doing. They playing the same thing, doing the same thing, putting the same editing to make it faster. They do not care, you know. That's why when you do the shooting, you like just do 2 and 3 pictures at the end, okay? That's why when I am doing the shooting, people uploading hundreds, and they cannot choose it which one is better, and they struggling, and they writing me and saying I can't, I just can't, I just like so that's the thing. That is the difference between me and the other studios. Okay. Okay. Eager to know all and everything. Oh, that's my biggest fault. That's my biggest fault because I am crazy. Okay. Making business. This is something what you should not do. Okay, so the reason why I'm saying you this again, I learned the hard way. You would not believe what kind of photography I have done. I've done everything. Everything. I did not do a space photography, okay? But I was shooting ice hockey team sport, okay? I was shooting in, like cars. I was shooting newborns. I was shooting weddings. I was shooting product. I was shooting events. I was shooting everything, okay? Fashion, beauty, you name it. I was shooting the back of the eye, okay? Right? Making this type of pictures, okay? Retina. So I was shooting many things. I participated in many projects, okay, and I've did it the long way. The reason why I did it, because I thought if I want to be a pro, I need to know everything, like all the photography. I need to have experience of everything, engagement, location. I mean, like models, this, that. You tell me, is that the right way? Okay, how stupid I am. So from one point of view, I can tell many things, okay, and I can explain many things. But making a business, you should go with one side and go deeper and make sure that you become that, franchiser who can just make the same thing over and over again, and people would recognize you. You will create the clientele and you will shoot one thing without any headache, okay? Any headache, right? And you will be just improving yourself with time. For me personally, why it didn't work, first, I have this disorder, okay, which I can't do the same thing to all of my shoot. If you look at the lighting, all of them, and I putting my heart, my hand on my heart, I can tell you, I never shot anyone in my life with the same settings, with the same light. Never. Okay, this is how crazy I am. I want to improve, and I want to evolve that much, that I want to step over myself all the time and surprise myself all the time. I'm not talking about the clients, okay? The clients are fascinated anyway, because I'm shooting so many directions, I'm shooting so many styles, I'm adding so many different lightings, that they would look at this file and they will think, fuck, everywhere is different. It's like, ooh, just like the value, okay? The more I give, I think this is the value. But there are photographers who just give 5, 10 pictures and that's it, and they are perfect. Okay, and that's how you save your life, and that's how you make your life easy. It's not that I should tell you that you should do this way. I am just saying everyone wants a quick buck and a quick thing. The person who I become, and the reason why I talk here right now, is because I don't take easy things and I don't do easy things. If I'm not going to challenge myself, I'm not going to grow. Okay? If I'm not going to fail, and I never fail, I'm so stubborn. If I'm not getting something, oh my gosh, this client will not leave my studio till I will not be happy. That's how crazy I am. Okay? And usually I do, I don't even need to worry about this right now because I had so much experience. But before I was, when this artist coming out on stage with the shaking mic, that's exactly how I felt every time, because first, you do not know what you're making. You do not know what is the flow, the vibe, the energy will be with that client. What will be the connection, how it will reflect on you, and what you will start making. So from that, I'm getting that jizz, that thrill, that, how to say, that energy. That's how I create. I let them in my soul and now reflect the artwork at them. And believe it or not, that is why everything is different, because every person comes in a different stage and with the different mood and with the different experience. And that's why everyone is getting a different pictures with Julia. Okay, so that is the secret, right? So eager to know everything. Okay, I should not. it's just long time, it takes so long time. Oh my gosh, I can tell you, to know everything takes 10 years. 10 years. So if you're watching this video and you think that you have spare 10 years, you do it my way. Okay, and you will become like me. After 10 years of doing, you will probably want to go on the camera and tell everyone what you have done. Okay, because your stories and your experience and your information will not gonna end. You can just sit and talk and just think of what the crazy shit you done in your business creating life. Okay, so I am very critical. That is another of my thought. Okay, as an artist, I will suggest you, and I am again advised from the depth of my heart, not to be harsh on yourself. Okay, the reason why is because you are not cup of tea for everyone. Okay, you are not. You cannot please everyone. You can try your best, and if inside of you you are absolutely sure that you have done everything for that person, okay, that's all you need. Okay, you cannot jump the height they want if you are not a jumper. Okay, it's just like that. It's a simple rule. Okay, and being critical to yourself, it's the wrong thing because it's damaging you. Okay, you can't please them. All you can do, and this is my approach, is to believe in myself, that I am providing the best, not the service. Let's face it. Okay, I am not that person who will please, but I'm professional. Okay, I am professional at that. What I do, and if I decide to shoot it this way, okay, that means this is it. This is my decision, and I stand by it. Okay, I'm not do not fuck about. You know how people sometimes say, I invite a new makeup artist, and I can see it on her. She's confused. She does not know what makeup she should choose to the client. She's asking me, oh, maybe I should choose this, maybe I should choose maybe that. And then, of course, I say, okay, I see her, this and this. You should use this, and colors. Maybe do this country, maybe do that. I can give the advice, but I can tell you, she's not a pro. And I don't want my clients to feel this way with me. Okay, because how they feel with me is this way. I show them how I see it. I show them what they've taken a picture. I explain them that I would like to try this and this and this, and you will see for yourself what it is best for you. Because this is one way when we look at the mirror, this is another way when we're taking a picture, and this is the third feeling that you can add to your picture. This is not only about me taking the picture. I always explain them that they are participating in creating their image. Okay, and they should get the leading part at this artwork that you make. Okay, so I can tell you, I am very critical, so critical that I've decided that I will leave this to a God's judgment, okay, to the God's judgment, and I'll just do the best I can do at that time, okay? And yes, we are developing, and yes, we are the one who are constantly learning. If you will stop learning, you will die, okay? And the ones who would say, oh, I know everything, I never will believe, okay? Because it is not possible. It's just not possible. Like I was talking with this sex coach, and I was saying about sex. The sex is endless game. There are so many levels that people think they can reach the level. When they reach it, they know that there is something, more, and you can get higher and higher. Okay, that's the same with art. That's why I don't want my course to end, because this is not possible to do it in 10 times, in 10 lives. This is the bigger than me. This is huge. And I want the more people will hear about my years and years of experience, the more they would get nourished with that energy, with that information, with that feeling, what the photography can do. Because the photography, it's a great thing. It's a big thing. It changed my life. It changed my life directly. The way I see myself, the way I present myself, the way I care about myself, the way I can care with photography about my clients as well. What I can create art for myself because everyone is a creator. You are blocking it if you're not. It's no one else, okay? To take a picture is not hard. It is not hard. To take a picture that would change your life, mm, that's a different thing. That's a different story. Okay, let's go. At the start, yes, at the start, I was competitive. Oh my God, please listen to this. So, when I started this photography, and what the photographers do is they tend to see other colleagues and other photographers what they're doing. So, when I started this portrait photography, glamour photography, you name it, I just wanted to be the best, better than them, just better, just the best, just, just obsessive about this, obsessive to be better than them. Why? It is my problem. It is my fault. They will never come and buy from me. Do you realize that you do not need to compete with any photographer in the field? Just forget about this. Seriously, if you're worried about this, just let this go. It is a nonsense. It is my insecurities. And if you have this, I can tell you, I've managed to work from this, okay? Because there is often photographer would go and give a comment. Or there is often that photographer or someone at least know a little bit about photography will reveal themselves in the studio, okay? And it before it was annoying me, okay? But then they see everyone who sees how I'm doing my work, they shut the fuck up. Yes, yes. Okay? There was no one who would think that they compete with me. You know why? Because I stopped this nonsense. I stopped this nonsense doing for someone else and I start doing it for myself. Okay? I start competing with me, not with them. I start making my shoot, every shoot I do better for with me, you know? And it was more fun than looking at someone else and thinking, oh, I'll make a better picture than they do. It's nonsense. Please don't get into that trap. It just takes your time and you're going nowhere. Why are you competing and making the things that they do? Unless you want to raise that competition. But what will happen if you do the same thing? You will go into the same level and you will be competing with that person, and you will be competing with those people, with his clients. You will be just annoying each other. You should not be. You should be choosing your own thing, doing something new, unique, like you do, that you are passionate about, driven about, and give a shit about the others. Seriously, please spare your time because I wasted years for that shit as well. Okay. So your colleagues, leave them alone. They will not buy from you. Okay. Another thing, we finished with the faults. Let's go into my values. Okay, my values. Okay, my values changed. Like you see, I became a photographer who is happy to share my knowledge and experience with newbies, with people who would like to get into photography, people who would like to change their life with photography, try adult photography, understand about adult photography, listen about adult photography and make their own, decisions, and maybe one day they will be ready. And that's fine. Okay? That's fine. I'm not saying you should take your pants right now and shoot your cock. I am saying that you should listen to what I say, understand where it should come from, that you would not be competing, or you would not be critical about yourself, or you would not judge yourself, and so on. Okay? And all these videos I make for you to understand what kind of situations I had on my way. Okay? So, not judgmental. This is a very huge, because erotic photographer or adult photographer or any person who creates an adult content should develop that skill. Okay, I should develop that skill, because I can tell you this: you will get a lot of people with different views, okay, about life, about sex, about relationship, about connections, about shooting adult content, and about work in adult business, right? And all of those things mix match together. So I am very cool with this. I am trying to develop myself even more, to extend that, how to say, it's okay when people know that, or they want to discover that, or they want to, how to say, or they want to explore something that they have not tried, and there is something inside them, how to say, leading them to this experience. Okay, so I am not judgmental about any of this. I am encouraging, I am understanding, and I am supportive, right? Because people, you see, when people come to adult shooting adult content, they all have certain situations, okay, and situations about accepting the body the way it is. It's quite tough, and you will see a lot of things as an erotic photographer. You would see a lot of things which are out of norm, okay, or you will witness things that the way they come across are not what you think they should be like. Okay, so you would be exposed to this type of information, okay, and you will get even process that data, okay, in your files. So you get ready for this, because not every photo shoot, adult photo shoot, what people imagine is with hot sexy models, when the bodies are perfect, when how to say, they're young and they're beautiful and they're innocent and just curious. And what about those mature people, okay, who are not perfect? Okay, there are so many mature people that when you shoot an adult scene, when you're shooting a penetration scenarios, when there are a lot of situations, okay, out there, seriously, you need to sometimes you understand why I am a medical person out there, because it is not easy to shoot something like psoriasis damage the skin really much, and there are so many people who have, different intimate places than others. Okay, and you need to, you, well, in general, people think that everyone has a beautiful cock and beautiful sets of balls and all the vaginas in this way, or all this. But in the reality, you would see a lot of hanging boobs and hanging, asses and crooked and whatever cocks, and this is, you must understand that your profession goes beyond that. Okay, and everything what you see, you must make people feel comfortable. Okay, you must make them feel happy about their body. Okay, and that is probably the only thing what I need to tell you is that if you're providing service for someone else, never get shocked. Don't put people into the shock. Okay, don't make any trauma for them, please. Okay, I am telling you right now, we are all different. We are not perfect. Okay, and it's not gonna be, pink cloud on your eyes. You will see different information and different data out there when you're shooting adult content with the public, right? So that judgmental thing comes into this. Okay, we should accept this, not only sexuality expressions, but we should accept the body deformations and the body conditions, and everything what it comes with the human flesh, right? Because we are borrowing this. Yeah, this is our, what to say, This is our taken for a ride for, for certain time, right? And someone's are more fortunate and someone are less fortunate, and nothing you can do. For me, when I came to photography, adult photography, I kind of realized for myself that there is no one there is no one I can take in a way that they would not look not beautiful. This is my job. This is my obligation. This is what I must do to find those angles, to find those lighting variations, okay, that they would feel wow about themselves, that they will think, because you can show them different angles. They do not see themselves from the side, from the behind. All we can use is a mirror, and our reflection is that information. And the photographer is that person who can reflect and impact the data, what is already there, in a different way. That is what I do, okay? Use my camera as a therapeutic tool. Okay, let's move. Let's move. So, not to be judgmental, okay? That's my value. Saying no to clients which are abusers and scammers. Oh, that's a big one. And this came really late to me. Okay, really late, because I had to go through all these lessons. Okay, I just had to go. And that's why I went through that experience. I can tell you this, that there will be people who would like to take advantage of your studio, of your time, of your artwork, of your experience, of your knowledge, okay, and of your connections, okay. And they would like to use this content just because 80% online is porn, okay, and they can sell it. It is valuable. If you arrange a photo shoot with a model for them, and it happened to me, okay, that some young guy hired the model, okay, and I shot. Actually, not once even. Yeah, once I had a guy who booked two models. Oh, I can tell you this. This is fucked up situation. Okay, so he hired two models. He looked very well dressed. Okay, he was Arabic. Look, he was in his 30 years old or something. The way he booked a studio and sent me a proof of a deposit and deposited and go through, I knew that he didn't press the and didn't make the right last step to make a payment. And I just thought that's fine. Maybe it's a fault. Maybe it's a mistake. So the guy arrived and he booked two sexy hot models, and uh, and then he had a shoot with those two models in my studio. And when we were shooting, okay, he booked one model a half time and the other model full time. Okay, and that first model, she left. Okay, and he went during the break. He went to changing room. Okay, and he's making me a scene. No, it actually was after the shoot, right? He's kind of dressing himself up. He's taking out the wallet. Okay. He's taking out the wallet and saying to me, Julia, I have this situation. I was robbed here. I was like, what do you mean? I'm coming in and I can see this wallet, and the wallet was from lever. And because you see that he is putting a lot of cash and bending, it been that way, that it should be money. So what he did is he took that wallet, take all the money out, and he was thinking by creating this situation, I will let him go. I would get scared and I will let him go. And I looked at him and I said, this is not possible, and I'm calling the police. And he shit himself. Okay. He shit himself. The reason why I did so, because I was working in adult business before, and we had a lot of people who would come and would like to have adult services and then not to pay for them. Okay. There are many guys like that. And so there are some who will come to the studio to have the same trick. Can you imagine this? And he was like, oh, I said, I am taking you to a nearest, not exchange, but, bank or whatever to take the money out. And because it was late evening, the banks were not open. So he took some money out of machine. Okay. And he took some money out of machine. Oh, I don't want to tell you the whole story. It was ridiculous. But then later, yeah, I just realized that this is the situation. So yeah, so the reason why I'm telling you this, because there will be people who would come to rob you. And artwork is one of the things that, if you consider this really valuable, right? And you spend more years developing this knowledge, I would look at this very seriously. Okay, and that is why you would need to take all the precautions for this, right? So after this, what happened? Now I take money for models on the same day, even before the shoot. And I can tell you why before the shoot. Before I was taking on the same day, and there was one guy who had a business account and he had a model. And after he had a model in the studio, I came and said, can you transfer money to the girl for a photo shoot? And he said something wrong with my account and I can't. It's blocked, and he was sitting and he couldn't know what to do. He was all lost, and I was thinking, here we go. I said, okay, I'm taking you to the bank. So we went to Kingston and we actually managed 10, 15 minutes before bank closes. They didn't want to serve us. I came in and I asked for the money because where I'm going to find him. And so I managed, okay, to take it out. But I can tell you this, right? There is people who will take advantage because this is adult service. Okay. Okay, so be aware of these clients and you need to take all their precautions about that. Okay, I have a feeling about them now, right? Because I had many lessons. I'm telling you in advance, right? That it should be paid. Okay, next one, my values make the real art. By that, I mean is that you would not believe this, but art should not be beautiful. In my opinion, art should make you feel something good or bad, but that's the art, okay? That it should do to you, okay? And people absolutely are confused because they think art is only beautiful things, right? That is why when I take erotic scenes or making love scenes, I don't care if it's beautiful or not. I don't care that this is looking raw, okay? I even see the beauty in those shots, okay, which are not beautiful, but they real and they represent that emotion and expression. I cannot tell you one situation I had with one couple, okay, when they were making love. And her face was absolutely grumpy, absolutely like she's not enjoying. And I'm taking those pictures, and then I thought maybe she's in pain. I thought I need to stop the photo shoot and have this question. And how much I was embarrassed after this because she said, are you serious? This is my turn on face. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. I didn't stop them since. Okay. This was a mature couple. But I believe I also don't look nice, when I'm in the whole thing, like in that we can pretend that we are looking nice, but we're not. Okay, and majority of us is just a natural thing. We do not see how it looks in the reality. So yeah, so looks in the erotic photography, it's a different thing that you would take pictures of the portraits and everyone is smiley and everyone choosing the pictures when there is a smile in there, and stuff. This is rubbish. This is rubbish. I don't take in account these things. When I'm taking adult photography, I don't take, in account. That is why I leave people to decide which one they like. For me personally, it's a totally different information coming from the images, and that's why I am choosing them. Okay, that's why I leave for clients to decide the final choice. Okay, so make the real art that make my clients feel something. Okay, individual work. That is the number of my value because I've already talked about this. Every client has a different energy, and as more I can connect with the client, the more my artwork will be individual and made and tailored for them. And that's what I value most. Okay, I do speak about quick and fast business photography where you can apply the same thing to everyone and, and just do, how to say, simple things, which I suggest at the beginning, because the journey I had, this was long, it was tiring, it was hustling, it just like, oh, I do not advise anyone to go through this. That's why I'm sitting here and telling you, okay? So, yeah, so that's the thing. Real experiences and individual approach and individual take on every project, on every product is my priority and is my value. Okay, another thing is I am into truly helping that person on that day. I'm into truly going in his mind, in his situation, in his condition, in his state, and I'm truly want to change him at that particular moment with me, okay? So that he will feel different way. Because we all are unhappy on one way or the other. But imagine if you say the compliment, okay, or make a compliment on something. Some other people can mm, feel better after this, right? I'm not saying I'm telling the compliments. This is far from that. I am like, I'm straightforward. If there is a cellulite, I would say, don't stand this. I see your cellulite. You would not believe this. It shocks people. It shocks people. But I am just making a better picture. If I say this way, then they straight away change the pose. There is many ways you can approach this. You cannot be that much direct. I'm not saying that you should be like me. I am just saying one thing, okay? That if you try absolutely help the person with that shoot, with that situation, with that moment, and create the images that will make them feel something, you will change their life. Yeah, you will make them better about themselves and in general better about life, and you just open the doors to many things. Okay, why they're shooting here? So that they cannot be scared to go somewhere, to go anywhere, to be fair. Okay, really. Okay, I'm not able to make that list. I made such a long list, I just went halfway what I made. Okay, so the customer care and communication. Okay, that's another thing what I've discovered just recently. Okay, because before I was very much concentrated on the photography, on the image itself, okay, image design, image illusion, image feeling, right? Image representation. I was very much concerned of how person looks on the certain light. Okay, but yeah, customer care and communication is the fucking key to all of that. Okay, so the first, if you understand that if that person who came to you shy and scared feels the care from your side, he would much more willing to open up and try new things with you. Okay, if that's serious thing. Okay, and the communication is, you see me swearing right now. Okay, it's not that I'm swearing. It's not. Absolutely. Okay. I swear when I am nervous. Okay, that's when I swear. I am a little bit emotional and passionate when I talk about the subject which I love, which is erotic photography, right? But the swearing is the thing which probably breaks the barrier for me. Okay, and I think that it's kind of appropriate. My mom don't like this. My mom would not say big no no. Okay, but I grew out of this and I decide for myself. I'm not saying I swearing in my studio. Mm-mm. No, with the clients, no, I don't. Okay, but what I do is I am very open. Okay, I'm very open, and they can see this, that they can tell anything to me, right? And that caring situation puts them in a position that they communicate. I explain them that this is now and they need to tell me now, because the later will be too late and they will go home. Okay, and that's how I do it. Okay, I just put them in front of the position that if there is anything I need to know or they want, this is the time to tell me. Okay, and when they tell, there is nothing can shock me. There is nothing can surprise me. There is nothing, and they are so happy about this. Okay, so happy about my experience. So that this communication happens more and more. So with you personally, I chose the swearing because I thought every time I swear, you pay attention. Okay. But with clients in the studio, I am different. I do not swear. Okay. So helping clients and communication. And another value which I've discovered very recently, okay, is this. You would be surprised about this, and I don't think that you are even able at the moment to recognize at all. But when I've done photography, the more I've done it, the more I've realized that I should not listen to them. Okay? Because people have a different understanding about themselves and about the things they want. Okay? And that when I try to please them, it just happens that this is not what suits them, this is not right, and this is thing, and I just decided not to. I decided that I should take the lead in my studio during my service, during that experience, and I am the one who is the boss. Okay, seriously. Because before I was like, oh, would you like this, would you like this, would you it didn't work out all the time. Okay, it's no, you should decide, you should take this decision. This is a big responsibility to take decision for someone else and shoot it in the way you think is best, not the way they present it, because very often they bring certain outfits, they bring certain ideas, and I do not see it, and I'm scared to say this, or kind of uncomfortable. This is not what they want. So now I don't even think about it. I don't really care. I always say, okay, this is what you think. Okay, now listen to what I think. Mhm. Now listen the way I see this, okay? And then I start creating and building up my vision, okay? This is there, this is there. I make all these ensembles, how I see them dressed, what I think it suits them. Usually I remove their outfits most of the time, okay? And I bring a lot of studio stuff, okay, into this photo shoot, because this is something what they have not tried, have not used. I can see, for example, when they bring all the black or depressive things, or something what is not even related to this erotic photo shoot. Why would I take you, in this casual, simple Facebook, how to say, look, and I would create that. I said, okay, we can make one set for this one, which I can see, and maybe you want for this one, but there's no point to making all of them. Let's make sexy. You are shooting it for yourself, for your partner, for your lover to be, for like, let's find those ideas why we're doing this, because we are creating that journey for them. We're not just making a sexy pictures for them. They're going to use this content. They're shooting now. Maybe they do not have that lover, or they don't have anyone. Okay. But that's my job, to make the projection in the future with my photo shoot. And, this is my work in the studio. Okay. To make this happen. So that's what I do. Okay. I take responsibility. I become in charge of my gig, of my shoot, and I change the things the way I like it. And so what happens is that they do not get what they want, but they get what they need. At that moment, this is my decision. Am I always right? No. Okay. But then again, if you want to be perfectionist, you will never be happy of taking risk and doing new things. If this is the situation 8 by 20, you should be satisfied. Okay. And that's how I see. Okay. So we changed maybe 5 outfits. And if one didn't suit it, fuck it. Okay, the rest will look amazing. Better than, better than it was suggested. And that is good enough. And you know what? That person will never notice. First of all, the reason why it didn't work, that person didn't feel this. Okay, he couldn't express himself, herself, whatever, couldn't get into the mood. It was not their thing. But because they see this is not their thing, this is a valuable information. This is the data. They know that this is what they do not want in their life. Okay, and you are the one who provided this information. And so that is a good thing for them to understand this, because this is something new that you've created. Okay, and let me go where I can go with this. What did I discover? Oh my gosh, what did I discover? What I am best at? What is my experience? Where do I see controversy and what is important to me? I cannot cover all these topics because we're out of time, right? What I can do is I can take maybe one, okay, and I can go maybe very quickly, okay, and I can go very quickly about non-artistic stuff, okay. Why I will say this? Because, I can tell you this. My background, okay, or my art, it is me, and it is my time, and it is my passion, and it is my creation, right? Where I do not feel the passion is in business. I mean, I cannot say this completely, but I do not have this data or information about that thing. Okay. And so I'm learning this thing at the moment, and probably I will be very good at this, and I will be very passionate maybe in 10 years' time when I will become a pro of the business. But at the moment, I am not. Okay. I am not. I am setting myself up on that level that I'm an artist. Okay. And so, why I'm telling you this? Because there are so many talented artists who never achieved anything and who never came out anywhere. Okay, it is true. There are so many of them just because they do not know the business. And there are so many untalented people, okay, who made their way out there just because they know business. So the reason I want to finish, my video with this topic is because there should be a balance in our life, okay, with creating art and with doing a business, okay, with it, because it can be a sustainable income, and you know it, right? And especially adult photography, especially erotic photography. I don't need to tell you this. Okay, like, how I feel, Julia, you should be stupid if you're not gonna make business out of this. Like, I mean, the big one, not the small one. Okay, the small one I told you, I started from 60 pounds and I made my way up. I went even higher, okay? But for that, I'm getting myself another course and I'm studying because I need that knowledge. Everything changing now in our days, even the business. and including the business, okay? And what I can tell you is today, erotic photography, adult photography is something what is kind of a new. It was like everyone knows that it is there, it is out there, but it's kind of a new. Okay, so I am that person who cares about that. So let me leave this, and I will speak to you later because 1 hour I've been chatting. Thank you so much and love you. Kiss you. Bye. Mean it.